And were there ever any rules about having pets here?
Oh yes, no pets when we first moved in. We had to have, our dog had actually run away and got run over, but we had to have our cat put down.
Oh.
You could have a budgie, or you could have goldfish, but other than that, no animals. Yeah, no animals.
A budgie or a goldfish?
Yeah.
I had a goldfish.
It was ages before I kept saying to my mum and dad, can I have a dog, can I have a dog? No. And even when other people started getting them, they were still too afraid to get one.
Gosh, that's really interesting. It obviously stayed with them that they might lose their
flat.
their flat.
Oh yeah, that was very strict.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you were living with your parents and your parents died, say like a single person like that, and you had to move out.
Oh yeah, which is why I bought.
Yeah.
I mean, my mum and I arranged the
Yeah.
right to buy.
Yeah.
Because my dad had died, and the occupants, you know, the tenancy then went to my mum, because in those days it only went to, it was in the man's name, wasn't it?
Yeah, the head of the household, as they called them.
Yeah, and then my mum took that over, but you weren't allowed to pass it on to a third person. And I'd had friends in Marjorie Street who had got kicked out, so we started to do the right to buy. And my mum died the day before it came through, so I just got it.
Just got it.
And were there any other rules that you could risk getting chucked out? So no pets, no playing on the stairs.
No pet. Not using the lift if you're a child, unless you live past the 4th floor.
That's right. Behave yourself at all times.
The women had to clean the balconies and the circle.
And so
You had to
you were on a
clean those
rota.
down, yeah.
They done the flats, saying you were every 3 weeks. I think there's 6. How many on the balconies?
6, yeah.
So every 2 weeks I had to used to do the end thing. And if you were this end, you had to do the circle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were kept beautiful.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd get
There was
it
never
now.
the mess that
you
there
wouldn't
is
get
now.
it now.
No. When we first moved in, they were the rules. You know, you came, you respected the building, and we had a caretaker that made us do as we were told.
Oh, yes, it was very strict.
Yeah.
Really strict. Not on the grass, weren't allowed.
Oh,
They did
wow.
have a playground for the children.
That only come later, because if you remember, Joan, it was just the building rubble to start with.
Yes, yeah, but then it wasn't so long, was it?
No,
when
then they
all
did
started. Because my John used to play down there when he was 10,
I can
and he had
remember
a
walking.
bike.
I can remember walking Gunner there.
Yeah, but John played down there, and Christine
Rennie,
and that,
yeah.
and all that.
How
That
old?
was crap.
How old are they now?
60.
Oh wow!
Well, I know he had a bike, and he come down that hill. I thought, oh, God.
Oh, really? Oh, but he didn't come off.
No, it would have gone if he'd have come off.
Golly.
Yes.
So where did you used to play then when you first moved in?
I don't know, we used to play downstairs, but dead on 9 o'clock we got the call from the caretaker and up we went.
Oh, he was very strict.
Yeah.
Was it quite a strong community when you moved in?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
because
I
we'd
think
all come
that's
from
a
the same area, hadn't we,
area,
Joan?
and also to start with, the people stayed here,
Okay.
say 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So you've got a lovely community.
And
we had parties downstairs,
Mm.
and the silver, the
The
Queen
Jubilee, yeah.
and what's it? One they all dressed up.
Yeah,
Mrs.
Nell Ives
Ives
wore a
and that.
uniform,
They
didn't
all,
she?
they all wore uniform.
Yeah.
They were very, very good, and the children had a lovely time. It's only when, unfortunately, people start dying, or the older generation.
Because the kids couldn't get flats in here. You know, once, you know, they got married,
Yes.
then they had to move out because there was no way they were going to get flats in here.
housed here. So did that break up the community quite a lot?
Yeah.
Well, it did, because they weren't the same people, and
No.
they were getting older, and of course other people, I think when it came to buy, people bought them and they moved out.
Mm.
And I think that's where you got a lot of the changes everywhere, isn't it?
And when Islington took over from Finsbury.
Oh, yes.
It widened the area and people came in but they weren't local.
No.
So where did you both move from to here?
I moved from Ralston Street off of St John's Street
Ah,
in the mansions.
Yeah.
No, Ralston Street, we was in a
buildings.
house. I
okay.
was in 2 rooms at the top of my mum's house.
Do you remember the address?
Yes, 17 Ralston Street. Can't forget that.
And you lived with your mum there?
Yes, and I got married from there. I
And
lived there for 2 years because I couldn't get a place. But
and
because
then-
it was Finsbury, the housing lady,
Miss Mel.
Miss Mel, she really was
Yes, you
very,
didn't
very
argue with
fair.
her.
You didn't argue with
No.
her. She was very, very fair.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't stand no nonsense.
No.
In fact, she come round and visit you before you got your place.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
checked everybody out.
Everybody. And we had to, I was brand new furniture, had to be fumigated
Yeah.
before we come in.
Everybody who moved in had their furniture fumigated.
Wow.
I didn't turn out because I had an accident with my
Yes.
furniture.
Oh, what was the accident?
But the fellas, I was at the top of the house and the sideboard had to come down and they could only get it to the first floor. So they decided to take it out the window. And you've got to laugh.
But you didn't at the time.
No, he put the rope round his waist and someone was supposed to be waiting at the bottom and he came out with the furniture.
Oh,
And it's brand new.
no.
I mean, the council, I think it was such a laugh.
Oh.
Yes, someone spotted it and they put it in the paper in the evening.
Really?
Oh, we had to go to hospital.
Oh, poor thing.
And one of the other thing come here. Unfortunately, they couldn't get big furniture and lifts. They had to climb out the stairs. And I was on the 6th floor,
The
where
6th
Carol is
floor?
now, right at the very end.
Yeah, you were in 100, weren't you?
100.
Yeah.
Walking upstairs, he dropped it on his toe and broke his toe.
Oh no.
So that's why
Really?
Joan's still here, because nobody dares move
Move all
her
the
again.
furniture.
Well, it never got fumigated, the furniture.
Oh.
Didn't stay in one piece long enough.
Oh, it was awful. I think it was only 2 years old.
Goodness me. So did you get that furniture when you got married?
Yes, yes.
Had your mum lived 17 for a long time?
No, because unfortunately we went through the war, didn't we? We got bombed out. And we was in St John Street and the mansions.
Ah.
We got bombed out. Then we went into Tyso Street.
Mhm.
And then we went into Ralston Street.
So you went all around the
All
houses?
around the houses. I think being Finsbury, it was so, we knew everybody.
That's right.
Actually,
Yeah.
because it was a smooth borough.
Yeah.
You knew everybody, and I think that's what's upset people.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
Got-
Sorry, and our families had lived there for generations.
generations,
Mm.
you know.
So where did you move from, Carol?
Well, we moved up from 53 Northampton Road.
Okay.
But before that, we had lived in Ralston Street. We
Mhm.
lived at 13.
Did you?
Yeah, above the Smiths.
Oh, right.
Brown Smiths,
Oh, yeah.
But my mum and dad lived in Ralston Street and then went back to Northampton Road where my grandparents were. But, I mean, we've got family that have lived at 13 Northampton Road, 53, and you know,
Everybody.
everybody.
Oh, your grandma's and that.
Yeah,
Mine lived in Malta Street, just at
Yeah.
the back, in Goswell Terrace.
yeah.
You know, but I think that's what's gone.
The community
isn't it?
is
The
gone.
community's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people that you don't really know your neighbours now,
Yeah.
which is such a shame. It is a shame.
Yeah.
But there you are, that's life.
It's
We
really
have to
interesting that so many families were moved in here though. What did you all
so
think of it?
many.
But not all, don't forget the ones that went to Romford, because they weren't good enough, Joan.
Oh yes.
You didn't meet the standard.
Okay.
You got moved out.
Really?
Yeah.
And what were they looking for with the standards? Were they?
Well, I don't really know because I
Because
mean,
we got in.
well, I don't think that because I only lived in 2 rooms, and my sink was on the stairs.
Oh, on the
Because-
corner.
Oh, yeah.
On the landing, yeah. Same as
Never had a
ours.
bathroom with that, but so for us,
Yeah.
it was wonderful. You know, it's really wonderful.
And you had brilliant views because
Yeah,
you
Don't
were
think
up.
you worried about that, did you? You just moved in and
Moved it.
got
yeah.
got on with life.
Yeah.
And were they decorated?
No, they're all plain
Plain
walls.
walls. And the front room had, well, we now know asbestos tiles, but all the rest were concrete, weren't they?
Concrete,
And we
yeah.
had just one radiator in the front room. None of the rest of them
No,
had
that was
heating.
very poor on the heating.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we only had 2 in the whole flat.
Oh, we
one
only
in
had
our
one.
Well,
Just one in 64.
yeah.
4 bedroom, just one in the front room.
Oh, right.
Then we'd come from houses that were just open fires.
Gosh.
And you only lit the fire in the room where you were because you couldn't afford to do anything else.
That's
Yeah.
right. You froze, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wear lots of clothes.
Yes.
And so the fireplace in here.
Yours was there, wasn't it?
That was all just a square towel with a little 2
Bar.
bar
Yeah.
thing, you know.
With a green thing that a mantelpiece across the top that we were told was real marble, but when you knocked them down, you knew they were.
Well, it's very cold in the winter.
Yeah.
Really, very cold.
You used to get ice on the inside of the windows.
Yes, but they're steel
Yeah.
frames, and that's what it is
Yeah.
going to do the concentration, isn't it?
And of course they're all warped now, so it's even worse.
Because they let air in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they install heating into these?
1990.
Yes, so
They got the
it's a
extra
long
ratings,
while.
yeah,
Yes, it was a
1990.
long while. They really come round and done all the electrics, didn't
Yeah.
they, and the
Mm.
heating and yeah.
And now it's much cosier.
Oh yes, well I find it
What
much
difference?
closer.
Yeah.
So you had to add your own character to the places.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
No, unless you. And the one thing you weren't allowed to do any knocking down or that,
No.
was you?
No?
Oh, they
No.
wouldn't have put up with what's going on now.
Now.
So what is it the walls that people wanted to knock
Yes.
down? Or?
And kitchens and that,
Mm.
and they
And did they come round and inspect?
but they did often.
Well, Miss Mel used to walk in and plonk herself down and that was it, you know, a touch of the forelock and
I mean, really, she was. Some hated her, but I only hated her because she was strict.
yeah. And
Did
you
you-
couldn't put your washing outside.
No,
Where did you have to put
So
your
Sunday-
washing?
Well, there was clotheslines down the bottom, weren't they?
yeah, but
Where
the
the
roof
allotments
we
are.
had. for a
And then the
long while.
roof.
It would be lovely if they had it like a
Yeah.
roof garden
Yeah.
or something. But
Yeah,
To
I don't
open.
think they will because
No.
the drug addicts got up there and that's what spoiled it all.
So do you both still look out on? Is this King's Cross for you?
yeah, I
Over
look
here.
out onto the
That's St Pancras.
St
Yeah.
Pancras. You could
Yeah.
see St Pancras Church.
Beautiful
To
view.
have a look.
It's
I know
such a nice
everybody who comes out don't come to see me. They go to see the
Look at the
view.
window, yeah.
It
She,
is
she doesn't
beautiful.
charge much for the window.
The Amsterdam and whatever, so it is
Yeah.
very pleasant.
Because you get the sunset over here. don't
Oh
you?
yes, that's the only thing I complain about in the afternoon.
The sun
The
coming down.
sun's in here.
Yeah.
Really?
You know.
You can't see the television.
No, we have to have a blind down.
I can't remember who it was who told me when they first moved in, they got such good light in the morning they had to sit there with their sunglasses on.
It's true. I think you need that in the kitchen in the mornings to be
Yeah.
quite truthful. You see the lovely sunsets and that really when you look out this way indeed.
Talking about looking out,
Mm.
not quite so much you because you've got the balcony. Brilliant for watching the fly past with the aeroplanes. Yeah, we saw the
On
VE Day
yeah, on
one.
Sunday.
And Trooping of the Colour, you know, when they fly past afterwards, red, white and blue goes across.
Oh,
And you
that
can
must be
see the
amazing.
fireworks from here.
Yes.
If you go on the 7th, it's better at all, but you can stand here not right to the ground, but the majority of it
yeah.
is there.
Wow, so is that for things like the Lord's Mayor's Parade?
Yes, anything
and-
that's done on the embankment
Yeah.
you could see. Yeah.
That's really quite special, isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause you feel so far removed from the river,
Yes,
here.
that's right.
and yet,
I mean, it's not that far away, because not so much now, but I don't know whether you remember, but you could hear the tugboats. Yeah, you could hear the tugs when
oh,
they
amazing.
use their sirens,
hooters.
their hooters, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, but I really feel that part, the river down there, is wonderful.
Yeah, it's the heart of the city, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
Really. You've told me stories about Concord and things going
Yes,
past as
yes.
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What time of day was it that it went past?
Was it about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I
Afternoon,
can't really remember,
yeah,
but
you
something,
could hear
something
all
like that, yeah.
Because what did you think when that first started? Was it?
I don't know. I don't know whether we're just phlegmatic or what, but it just happens.
I think once you've seen one, you sort of get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when the helicopter landed in the car.
Oh yes.
There was an accident
Yeah.
out there, and they know where to come, and they come down in this park.
Really?
And
Gardens,
my
yeah.
windows were shaking. It was terrifying.
But they did it a couple of times, and then somebody complained, and they planted 2 trees in the middle of the garden.
Oh, did
Do you
they?
remember?
But no, I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
And then there was such an outcry that they had to take them up again.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
you
not
know, you don't
surprised.
stop an emergency helicopter landing.
Yeah, if you
Mind
can
they've
help
not landed
someone.
there since, but
Wow, mind you, the trees have grown. Looking at some of the
Oh,
photos
Yes. They've
of
got massive, haven't they? Those out there frighten me sometimes.
the poplars, yeah.
They
They're
bend,
massive.
don't they?
Yeah.
I think one of these days.
We're going to go.
Mind you, Julia often tells me a story about the weekend she moved in. It was the
Yeah, the big storm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys here for that? It must have been absolutely.
Yes, we were here because a couple of the trees come
Come
down
down.
Crookshank Street,
Yeah,
across the road.
because there was a bloke halfway up Crookshank Street who parked his car at the side of the road, and during the night, obviously, he thought, oh, the car's not going to be safe, so he moved it further up by the Ormond. And when he woke up in the morning, the tree had gone on the top of it. If he'd left it where it was, it would have been all right. And I had to climb over a tree about that high
Oh
on
my
Crookshank
God.
Street to get to work.
It's like 1.5 meters. How did you do that?
I was a bit more agile in those
And leapt over.
days. Yes.
But it's well, it's been some lovely times here in the last few. We're still very friendly. The last few,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like there's this concise community which is still very close.
yes,
And I
it is.
spent some time with your gardening group who
Yes.
seemed very passionate about.
They are passionate and that, and
Yeah.
they're always looking round to doing things, which is good if it's all voluntary.
What do you remember about the mural when you guys moved in?
Not a lot, to be honest.
Mm.
I can just remember that it was there. I can
It was
remember
very
more
nice.
Ernest Bevin being there.
Yes, that was the
Because when did
attraction.
he go missing?
It was before the millennium.
Okay.
Mm.
And everybody woke up one morning and it's no
No, he
longer
was
there.
gone.
Yeah, got
Mystery.
New Zealand and all
Yeah.
this. Oh, there must be more than one now.
Yeah.
Such a shame though, isn't it, when people do
Do that,
things.
yeah.
I mean, it's never really damaged the mural at all, is it? It's worn, but
Oh,
no
I don't
one's-
know. When we had that period where we had prostitutes and drug addicts in here,
Yeah,
and then Brian, bless his heart, probably tried to do his best, but he
Yeah.
went over it with emotion. And,
well, yeah, I suppose to keep it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely in need of a little bit of TLC.
Oh,
yes,
definitely.
yeah.
It should look lovely.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, it's good. You're doing a lovely job. I'm sure we'll be very thankful when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The views round here were a little different, weren't they?
Well, they had built up a little bit,
Mhm.
but they really haven't built, and they built up on Pennsylvania Road, but it really hasn't affected us, has it? We've
Oh,
still got the 2 gardens on there,
Yeah.
and we've got this one, you know, but...
But do you remember when the reservoir was there, the empty reservoir, between us and Philip Magnus? because the school was.
Oh yeah, the school was
Yeah,
still there.
but there was the
that's right.
reservoir, wasn't there?
Yes,
Do you remember? It was empty, but it
Empty,
was.
that's
it
right.
And do you remember the kids going there? I
Yeah.
mean,
Boys.
The
It was a
boys,
boys' school.
because they'd done this as a runaround, because you could get in. We didn't have the doors on. It was like a wide shape.
I went to UMid School, the old one in Bowling Green Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you both go to Hugh Mid?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Not at the same time.
Not at the same
No.
time?
No, I was.
I bet you had Miss Rance there. Did you have Miss Rance there?
No, we had Mr. Morris.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, Miss Rance was there when my brother went. He was 10 years older than me, so
Okay.
she'd been there a fair old.
No,
She
but-
was another Miss Mail.
Yeah, but I travelled during the war. I wasn't in
Yeah.
London
Yeah.
very long.
Mm.
When
Wow.
Mum went, we had to go. That's all over the country. Just be evacuated. Oh yeah.
So you got evacuated more than once, or
Oh
you were
yeah.
just
4 times.
wow?
Went to Luton first. We come back. We went to Wigan, and we stayed 3 years in Cornwall,
Whereabouts in Cornwall?
Senham,
Yeah.
Cove, on a farm.
Did they make you work on the farm?
Well, I did. I learned to milk the cow.
So you can work for Lloyd's Dairy, can't you?
Do you remember Lloyd's?
Yes,
Yes,
yes. We remember their sons, and
Yeah.
they used to
Barristers now, aren't they?
barristers. They used to go
Yeah.
to the little school, Angle Street School,
Oh, Clerkenwell Parochial.
Parochial.
Oh,
Nearly all
fantastic.
of them went to
Mm.
Parochial, didn't they? My 2 went to Parochial.
Mhm.
They've both done everybody, I think, went to Parochial, done all right.
Suppose
Were
it's
you
local.
midlife? I can remember Gladys Andrews. Do you remember Gladys?
Oh yes.
Yeah, Damien, saying that she went to Christopher Hatton when she was little, Roseby Avenue, because UMid was too strict.
See, it just shows you they were strict in Angle Street.
Yeah.
They used to have to line up outside.
Mm.
Attention when the mistress come down Angle Street. Mums and all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really was strict.
Wow.
My niece was the first baby born in Bevin Court. She was born at 82, and Charlie Jackson's son,
Yeah.
Charlie and Maisie,
Yeah.
was the first boy born in Bevin Court, where little Sue lives now.
Yeah.
And what year was that?
Oh, 62, 63, somewhere around there. And obviously Charlie Jackson's son was
Somewhere just after
yeah,
that.
just after that, yeah.
That must have been exciting though, to have lots of young children
Yes,
about
that's
after.
right. See, they were
Mm.
all about the same age, weren't they? And they were,
And what do you think to the colour scheme on the stairs?
very good. I
Do you,
like
is
it.
that how it was when
No.
you guys moved in?
No, that's my sore point.
Oh.
The red was more of a maroon,
Ah.
and it was definitely white on the wall, sort of an off-white.
Yeah,
You know, it
because
was-
it's been done a couple of times, hasn't it?
Since then, yeah, we had a blue phase,
That's right.
which
Oh.
nearly had a revolt, didn't it? It wasn't meant to be blue, it was meant to be maroon.
I think it's very nice, but I think because we had that filming that
Mm.
time,
Mm.
it's put it more on the map. Because people,
Mm.
I got to Stafford where my daughter lived,
Yeah.
and they all said, we saw Bevin Court, isn't it wonderful? Sounded it. My mum lives there and I live there. And I went, same! Well, everybody says it, but I think it's because of the staircase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the staircase, but also what a lot of people have said to me is because there's no purely north-facing, aspect.
Yeah.
Everybody gets light
Yes,
at
yes.
some point
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
day.
And I think that's what spoils you because they're high.
Yeah, because lots of the other ones,
Okay.
I mean, if you look at Sapperton Court down G Street, it's
Yeah,
a couple of feet
it's
lower,
high.
isn't it?
And
So
it's
the-
the windows, isn't it?
Mm.
They're huge actually, and the long one.
Yeah, that's a balcony.
Yeah, well,
Does that go out
Joan's
onto a balcony?
honoured because we haven't all got those,
Every
but
other
alternate floors.
floor.
Okay, because of them being maisonettes rather
Maisonettes.
than.
Yeah.
This is a masonette.
Yeah.
Those are,
But that side's just to fit in with your
That's
alternate
right.
floors.
So do either of you remember Holford Square before?
No, I was.
You never come up here?
No, we weren't allowed across St John's Street. That was different.
And I wasn't old enough.
Isn't it?
Even
Because-
taxi drivers now don't know.
No.
They say Crookshank Street.
That's right. I
They
mean,
say go down to the bottom. I said, where?
Yeah.
Go down to the bottom.
I mean, it was years before I told them, you know, taxi driver to go to Crookshank Street, because as far as I'm concerned, it was Holford Square still. The red book said Holford Square.
That's right.
I still address put my address on as Bevin Court, Holford Square,
Yeah.
because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
So when did you get out of that habit? Did they
I
change it
haven't,
on the?
I'm
You still do it.
I
You
still
still
do
do
it, and I will put Bevin Court, Holford Square, and so will my friends. So I know if it's my friends writing to me.
So when you moved in here, was it still Crookshank Street then? It wasn't. It used to
Was
be
it Bond
called.
Street? Bond Street?
Yeah.
No, it was Crookshank Street.
It was Crookshank
Crookshank
Street. Yeah.
But they took the C out of it.
It was. There should never have been a C in there.
No, but the C was put in, wasn't it? And
Oh,
we
really?
put the C
If you remember, the council put up street signs, one each side
Yeah.
at the top.
That's right.
One had a C in and one didn't.
That's a little confusing.
Yeah, because it was Charles Dickens' artist.
Yeah.
Do you know why the reservoir's got a brick wall on Pentonville Road
No.
side? Because the people on Pentonville Road wouldn't pay to see the grass of the reservoir, whereas the other three sides would. Wilmington Square's the same. That's why
Really?
on one side it's
higher.
high. It's a pedestrian way. You
Yeah.
know where the sisters live.